freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. This is Samson's World. I am back. I took about 2 days off. I apologize to you guys, but I'm back. Let me get my hair back into talk show host hair. I've just been eating like a pig. I don't know what you guys have been up to, but I have been chowing down. That stuffing, it's still making its way through my subway of a gut. And I am loving every minute of it. Not really, but I've been working out, trying to make up for it. Got a foot massage today. Woosah. That felt amazing. I do have some new videos right here for you of 3i Atlas from Ray's, courtesy of Ray's astrophotography. I love the sound of that. Ray's, not just photography, but Ray's astrophotography. A lot of big things going on in our world. It's just cray. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I had a great holiday, made it through. No fights. I always say the hardest part about Thanksgiving or the holidays, like you pay like $2,000 to go across the country to get into a fight. But no, I was very thankful. Everybody in our family actually came out here. So we did not have to travel, to cold weather. We were in the SoCal cold, not cold weather. I'm loving it. Like McDonald's, if you know what I mean. Come on into the feed, guys. This is Samson's World, where court, culture, and comedy collide, and space, the final frontier. It's fascinating stuff with 3i Atlas. The things have been happening. Avi Loeb from Harvard has said this thing could give off probes when it goes around Jupiter, because Jupiter's pull is so strong that will it be enough to stop it, or will it continue to go through Jupiter's orbit? Oh my MGs, I can't wait. I didn't even know that Jupiter had such a strong orbital pull. Did you know that? Look it up. But it's fascinating stuff. It has 7 jets. Now, people have said these jets are ignited when the sun hits the gas pockets within the jets, and it just randomly goes. But Avi Loeb and some other, kind of wacky scientists, people who dare to believe, think it could be extraterrestrial. It could be a space entity, like I've been saying, because I don't think we could think about what a living rock would look like, or a spaceship disguised as a giant comet. Think about that. They know what kind of science we have down here on this planet. You don't think if you're going to come, it's like the Trojan horse, right? It literally is the Trojan horse of aliens, if you think about it. 3i Atlas disguises itself. Okay, this is a comet that is 1,000 times bigger than any other comet that has come into our solar system, right? It went around the sun. Most times things just disintegrate going around the sun. They slow down because the sun just burns it up. What did 3i Atlas do? The size of Manhattan, it sped up. It put the pedal to the iron metal, baby, and it sun flared around the sun faster than anything we've ever seen. It seems to be on its own trajectory, if you will. 3i Atlas, Ray's astrophotography. This guy is single-handedly doing a better job than NASA. How is that possible? That some random guy, hang on, guys. I need to fix the focus on this camera. If you'll give me a second, and I'll show you a little bit of movie magic. Here's how I focus the camera on my own. Hang on. All right, guys. See how Do you see how that shot is more focused now? You know, that's just some of the things we have to do when you're running your own show. Where was I? 3i Atlas, everybody. Ray's Astrophotography. Look him up on YouTube. It's an excellent page. Let me take a little sip of the Nespresso. I drink my Nespresso with soy milk. Some people think that's weird. I go to a lot of places and they shun me. They're like, we only have oat or almond milk. We don't carry soy anymore. We're sorry. We don't. It grows man boobs. We don't grow it. I mean, does anybody out there, can they tell me, is there? I don't know. I don't, I'm doing okay. The pectorals. Is there something bad about soy? Why is nobody drinking soy milk anymore? I like it because I don't have to sugar the coffee. It's naturally sweetened. You know what I mean? Let me check in over here on the Instagram. Guys, we are broadcasting live to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Did I say all that again? I mean, it's a lot, you guys. But without further ado, let's hit 20 people in that chat. We are building it up. And I'm going to show you Ray's Astrophotography, the latest footage of 3i Atlas. And I'm going to see what else we have here on the TikTok. We hit 20. Here we go. As promised. Here it is. Mother, do you think they dropped the bomb? Boom, boom. Look at that. This is, and what Ray does is he lines it up in pictures. So what you're seeing is stop motion photography pictures he has taken of 3i Atlas, and he is just playing them back and forth in an order. But I mean, this is something, check this out, guys. I'll play it again. This is exclusive. Not really. You guys can go search it too. But look at that. That is 3i Atlas. Now, here's an update on the telescope I bought. It's okay. No way I was going to see 3i Atlas with it, though. I spent about $160. I thought that was legit. Turns out it was not too legit to quit. You can see the moon pretty cool, but I was expecting to see deep in the craters of the moon. You cannot get that close at all. I was like, what the hell is this? Anyway, I'm digressing all over the place. What happened to my board? Oh man. Okay.
I'm digressulating.
That scared me. I thought my soundboard disappeared for a second. Guys, if you're just joining, this is Samson's World, where court, comedy, and culture collide. Happy Saturday to you guys. Happy post-Thanksgiving. Again, this is the latest of what we have of 3i Atlas, you guys. I mean, look at this thing. Ray's Astrophotography. This guy is a genius. I mean, he really is single-handedly carrying astrophotography. Because why doesn't NASA hire him? This guy's just posting on TikTok, you guys. Let me see what else we got here. I mean, it's just, I am just boggled that just a regular scientist. Okay. Yep. I mean, here's the thing. Everybody was saying that it broke into 16 pieces. Now, Avi Loeb was saying that it broke into 16 engineered pieces. There is a lot of debate on what is going on. But NASA is just making fun of people. And that's like, oh, this is so cute that you guys like science. This is what we do. Back the F up. But nobody believes them. Their pictures are no good.
Regarding the national
It's just
exactly what he posted. He
said, yeah, and okay, we're gonna bring in some. We're gonna bring in some videos. But it's just, I don't know, guys. Come on into the chat. We're talking 3i Atlas. We're also going to be talking Ken Panama, because I have an extra special announcement. Ken is going to be visiting me in Studio 8, sitting right over here. I'm going to set it up. Maybe he'll play some drums over here to my left. But we're going to get to the bottom of it. He is bringing me a Ken Panama exclusive K25 Rolex watch with K25, supposedly a living, breathing one. I don't even know if I want to bring this thing into my house. I'm a little bit scared. But to give you an idea how big Ken got, Neil Tyson deGrasse, I just saw, made a video about him. Check this out. This is insanity, Patriots.
video is legit, we are screwed.
Uh-oh.
Seriously. So a man in Panama claims that he recently found a freshly fallen meteorite. At first it looked just like some old space rock, so he kept it as a little collectible. But then he started doing experiments on it and noticed some very strange things about it. For example, he put a leaf on it and it shrivels the leaf and then actually even burns it, like burns right through
I remember
it,
that.
which is
I was
strange.
there for that.
And over time, he noticed some even weirder things happening. For example, the impact zone in the dirt where it landed actually glows at night. I'm not sure if it's like a radioactive substance or something, but then something completely bizarre, and honestly I'd say worrying, starts to happen. It started growing, almost as if it was alive.
Yep.
So here's the argument. Is this just some wild fungi or spores from the dirt? Or is it actually an extraterrestrial microbe that flew to us across the galaxy? I mean, typically, anything alive would burn up, like when an asteroid breaks through Earth's atmosphere.
Right.
But not all life is fragile. We've even found types of bacteria here on Earth that live in the most extreme conditions.
Chooshy Goochies. Yes, Ken is going. He is coming to the Crib here in Los Angeles, here to Studio 8 to Samson's World, all the way from Panama. It's going to be Panama. People are going to go crazy. I'm a Panamaniac, if you guys know me. But I'm excited to have Ken come. He's going to bring us a live sample of K25. You'll want to make sure, guys, that you tune in for that episode. That's going to be hot. The block will be hot. Here is something I found very interesting. This is just kind of random. A TikToker was talking about Post Malone, and this is something that's interesting to me because you will find this, that a lot of times white artists will use the culture, the black culture, to get into to get their feet wet, to get their cred and everything, and then they switch over to country like Post Malone. So I thought this was an interesting take. See what you guys think.
Watching the Post Malone halftime show, and I'm like, wow, the transition is complete.
Hey, Prophet.
He's officially made his money off of black culture, and then I remembered that shit he said about how toxic hip hop is, and just how it's so violent, and you know,
Right.
He just doesn't understand how people listen to that shit every day. I remember him saying that, and now he's a country white man.
Even though he's like, White Iverson, and there's somebody and a seminary young, and I'm saying I'm a friend of mine young, and I'm switching, saucing all over you. White Iverson, and I've been balling ever since when I was young, and you'll call me understand how many young. And I've been a riffing. I'm lying. I'm country, and I fooled into you, and I had my cornrows, dude. White Iverson, I've been fooling people since I was a young. Oh my God, keep it going, preach.
Man, all over again. He's back with his people. So he cosplayed being black, you know, like he understood the culture for a minute, made money, and then did it.
Sin City, you remember that? Thank you, over on Instagram.
Interviews about how he basically doesn't understand it and doesn't even understand how people listen to it. Not to mention, he's a fan of rock metal, where they literally talk about suicide and slaughtering their children.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck. Like, at least in drill music, you talk about somebody who did something negative to you. Like, you might turn on a rock band and hear a nigga just literally trying to kill the mother of his children. Miley Cyrus has done this shit too. Like, it's a classic. It's a story as old as time.
Right.
People love black culture,
Suicidal tendencies,
until it's no longer giving them the money that they need, and then they prove that they never understood it in the first place nor respected it.
So deep, put his ass to sleep. I like that video. I thought that was pretty good. Moving on, guys. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. We got some more 3i Atlas for you. I'm getting set and ready to go up to the Peterson Museum today with my dad. Actually, it's the place, RIP, where the notorious B.I.G. was shot, right outside the Peterson Museum. I'll give a little video from there, you know, just pay a little respects. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Mr. Magic Molly Mouse. Here's the latest from 3i Atlas. Check this out, guys. What the space drone. That was quick as shit, man. Reminded me of me on my wedding night. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Check out this. If you're just coming into the mix, guys, we are talking 3-Eye Atlas. Do you believe? That's my question to the common folk. We were sitting around the Thanksgiving table. Of course, I brought up, guys, 3-Eye Atlas is above us. Do you believe? No. My sister-in-law, she does believe. She actually was saying some interesting things that, you know, that Jesus was an alien, and then because Mary, there was no father, that some alien, the light came down, right? They're following the North Star. Was it an alien ship? Was it a 3-Eye Atlas? Was it the wow signal? We don't know. Wow, this is insane. If we go there, she is saying, was Jesus an alien? It was immaculate conception. We couldn't understand. We have man and a woman, but maybe aliens are able to. They use TLP, TSP, tasty little pounder. No, what is it? Telepathy. They use telepathy, guys. They talked without talking. I do that to my wife all the time. I'm like, okay, Liz, we need to go to dinner tonight. What am I thinking? And I think hard, and sometimes she gets it. Last night she goes, Mexican. I go, yes, you're hearing me. Can you hear me? Anyway, I'm digressulating. But we were talking about if you believe. And that's the interesting thing. They've been making fun of Avi Loeb. They're like, yeah. Avi Loeb, okay, Avi Loeb. He's a joke. NASA's calling him joke. You know what? If he didn't have Harvard in front of his name, I agree. A lot of people would think he was a joke. I'm going to bring this in. Also, we now also the president, man, is wiling out. Let me show you this video too. You know, guys, I don't like to make it about politics, but like South Park says, politics is now pop culture, dude. This is crazy. I can't believe this happened in our white titular's house. Check this out real quick. Hang on. Are we there? Mayday, mayday. Oh, man. When I try to play that, something happens. Interesting stuff, guys. Let me bring this back to you. Sin City, thanks for being in the pause. Let me pull this up on the gram. There are, LOL, there are black country artists. Yes, there's Shabuzi. Of course there is black country artists. You're missing the point. But do the black country artists use country music to just get into hip hop? No, of course not. They don't have to. So it's not. There's a difference. And also, okay, I think we're back. Also, black people create. You prefer country music, Sin City. I hear you, man. I like some, you know, I like some old school country. I like The Devil Went Down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul of steel. He was in a bind, him in a mind. I was looking to make a deal. He said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet. We're gonna read. I'm the best there's ever been. Trying to run, but boy, run. How's it house in the rising sun? Put it into the moon, make go. But go. Some melody get a ling back. Well, sit down, devil, and listen. Well, I did it in the sound. I'm pony bear on a bee. That's hyped up on him for the bee. I was the best that ever been. He wrote, run, boy, run. All right, guys, that's enough. But I love some Charlie Daniels, some old school. How about, or maybe a little, you got know when to hold, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I love John Denver. Yep. John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. He was born a mountain man often years ago. Thank you very much, Prophet Sonia, for tuning in. Hey, what's up, Action Pack? Thanks for coming to the show today. Sorry I had to take 2 days off. Had a lot of family in town. You know how that goes. Let me actually check the text messages, make sure I'm not missing anything. We have some of the latest videos of 3i Atlas. We also, let's bring this in. Let's bring in Dr. Avi Loeb's latest, please.
That it comes exactly at the right distance from Jupiter for Jupiter's gravity to dominate.
Yep.
So if it wants to release some probes near Jupiter, that's where it needs to be.
We are now on the verge of witnessing one of the most extreme and unexpected mysteries of the
think, Action
interstellar
Pack? I mean,
object
do you-
3i Atlas, an anomaly that has truly stunned science.
I mean, do you really think these probes, is that a possibility, guys? Sin City, that's what I'm saying. Love it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Samson's World. We are broadcasting live to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter. It's crazy. All this at once. I'm man in the booth. It's me tweaking the knobs like Diplo up in your B spot. You know what I mean? It's me, Secret Service Sam. Samson's World, where court comedy culture and space collide for your viewing enjoyment. If you're just now joining us, we're checking out 3i Atlas, which I believe, and I'm sure some of the people listening will disagree with this, but I think 3i Atlas is potentially a space entity Trojan horse, okay, that, well, it's shaped Trojan. It's a giant Trojan, okay? It's the size of Manhattan, disguised as a space entity, and Dr. Avi Loeb believes, we'll play that again, that it will dispense when it gets to Jupiter. It's going to drop the kids off at the pool, if you know what I mean. 16 little dumpulars, little soup dumplings. Check it out.
What I realized today, that it comes exactly at the right distance from Jupiter for Jupiter's gravity to dominate. So if it wants to release some probes near Jupiter, that's where it needs to be.
We are now on the verge of
So it needs to be in Jupiter where it can drop the probes. I don't know. I thought it's it's split into 16 pieces, but I thought he already said it has. And are they probes? I am confused, guys. I just want to answer.
witnessing one of the most extreme and unexpected mysteries of the interstellar object 3i Atlas,
It is.
an anomaly that has truly stunned scientists. Until recently, NASA
Not only scientists, the global community. We all want answers.
explained that 3i Atlas was nothing more than a normal comet drifting through space.
Right.
But new calculations have started to challenge that claim. The latest analysis of its trajectory shows that 3i Atlas is now moving directly into the gravitational influence of Jupiter with such incredible precision that it doesn't look accidental at all. The alignment of its path around Jupiter is so accurate and finely tuned that many scientists believe such a maneuver is far more consistent with a carefully designed spacecraft than
This
with
is
a
crazy.
natural comet. In other words, if these numbers are correct, this object might not just be following gravity, it may have been guided.
What? Not following gravity, it might be guided? What does that mean?
Well, let me tell you what actually happened.
Oh, thank
As
you.
we already know, 3i Atlas experienced an unexpected non-gravitational acceleration
Right.
when it passed close to
Around
the sun.
Right, exactly. This is where we get to the good stuff, people. This is what makes it unique. Is it sped up around the sun?
In other words, it suddenly got a small push that slightly changed its trajectory.
It got a small push that slightly changed its trajectory. This is fascinating stuff. Who
But
pushed
here's
it? That's my question. Was it the Lord? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm digressulating. Not really.
the strange part. Scientists still don't know what caused that push. According to Harvard,
Scientists still do not know what caused the push. Okay, so it was a push. Was it a push from God? Or was it 7 jet boosters that the sun ignited gases in their brown star and this thing took off? Action-packed, what do you think? The small push was due to ice pockets being heated and going from a solid to a gas. Action again. You're a genius. Now, this comes from, yes, all these gases being frozen inside the, 7 jet tubes. And once they melted at the sun, they ignited, giving it the correct. But again, Action Packed, we cannot confirm or deny that. So Action Packed, my question is, how do you know more than Avi Loeb? How do you know more than NASA, my friend? I believe you. But I'm just saying the small push was due to ice pockets being heated and going from a solid to a gas. But what if? I'm just saying, what if somebody hit the turbo boosters instead? Do you like my theory that it could be a Trojan horse? It's disguised as a meteorite, as a comet, something familiar to our planet that we take in. Even NASA says, don't worry about it. And I don't think we should worry about it, but I do. I do believe it's just more than a comet. It's impossible. The chances are 0.005% that we're seeing this. So there has to be something to it. Let's get back to the video.
Harvard University professor Avi Loeb,
Yes.
there is no clear explanation yet. And surprisingly, according to a new calculation, that little push has nudged 3I Atlas's path just enough so that on March 16th, 2026,
Yeah, this video is not from NASA at all, Action Pack. This is courtesy of the TikTokulans, okay? So take it with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to get the questions asked and answered. But again, this, and I'm not saying this video, I enjoy it. I think it's legit. I like what it's saying, but NASA is not putting out anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. NASA, are they putting out videos saying scientists are confused by stuff like this? I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. I think NASA is acting like they're the only ones who know when they have the worst pictures. I mean, am I right? The pictures they showed were trash compared to this guy, Ray's photography. I mean, we're getting stop motion of it, of 3I Atlas. NASA's not doing that. NASA now stands for not adding.
it will come incredibly
NASA stands for not adding shit association. Here we go. Let's keep it going.
close to a special boundary around. This boundary, called the Hill Sphere, is the exact zone where any.
The NASA pictures are in a different spectrum of light. You mean because they were taken on Mars? But do you think NASA's pictures are better? I mean, even if they're taken, in a different spectrum of light, a different lens, a different place, whatever it is, Ray's photography, an amateur, appears to be putting out some legitimate pictures. What do you think, Action Packed? Thank you for the Discord. Let's see. Let's get back into it.
Any object that isn't fast enough to escape will start feeling Jupiter's pull and could even be captured by it. Now comes the most astonishing part.
What?
According to Avi Loeb's calculations, on that specific date, 3I Atlas will pass at about 53.445 million kilometers from.
Right. And I think this is December 19th. Is that the day we're releasing the Epstein files? We said they were taken with a different type of telescope, one for heat instead of light, I think. Okay. I can see that because some of NASA's pictures, I mean, I've got some of those. We can probably pull them up here. Let me see. This was a beautiful picture right here. I'll just pull this up real quick. Where is this? What in the same here? This is a beauty. Okay. There. No, that's not. Hold on, guys. Yeah, is that one? Why didn't bring it in for me? Oh, it's an issue with that file. Okay, no worries. Guys, thanks for coming in. This is Samson's World. We are talking court comedy, culture, and space. I'm bringing in some of the latest pictures of 3I Atlas. It's insanity. Here's some of the NASA pictures I'm bringing in. Here is one of the NASA pictures so you guys can see some of the differences. I will bring in the other one of Ray's. Ray has just, been killing it. It's not better or worse. It just gives a different information. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like comedy. It's subjective is kind of what you're saying. The pictures are subjective. Not subjective is not the right word, but two different perspectives can be looking at the same thing. Let me pull up some more of these NASA. What they got? Hold on. Here's another one from NASA. Nope, that's Ray's again. Sorry. That is NASA right there. Let me pull up here. See, we're doing okay, Patriots. We are hitting the half-hour mark, and I'm feeling good about this. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Let's see, what else we got here? What is there for an alien species to learn about Jupiter? Most solar systems have a bunch of Jupiter-like planets up near their star called hot Jupiters. I didn't even know that. A hot Jupiter. Well, I would say, what do they want? I'd say they want to throw the probes. The probes, man. I think they want to throw the probes to Earth and find out more about us. Obviously we're a fascinating species, or maybe that's just arrogance. Because it's not like, oh, there's life over here, life over there. No, it's just crazy, man. But I do think we will find out about aliens. I think they're going to release. Here's the best part. I mean, this sounds bad about the Epstein files is it is going to force the release of everything else but the Epstein files. It's going to release Diddy. It's going to release all the alien stuff. I mean, the MLK, JFK, they already have. They're going to Jimmy Hoffa. They're going to bring Jimmy Hoffa up from under the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Jimmy Hoffa. What did it do? Where can you be? Hey! Okay, they're not rare, so why study them? The probes and change in trajectory should be at Earth, not Jupiter. God, you did it again, Action Packed. You have excellent points that I can't refute, or, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I'm just asking the questions. But you're right. But I think we will find out soon. I mean, December 19th, is this just going to be, like one of those guys who, hey, the end of the world is December 19th. Come on. December 19th, Christmas time. Could you imagine? And I mean, you heard there, somebody was talking about there was aliens in New York. Did you guys hear that? It looked like some weird alien girl on a subway. I don't know what the heck that was. That was cray. So cray. Anyway, here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Yes, this is just in yesterday. Your presidente, Donald Trump, man, he's crossing the line. I don't think I would love to get in there as a reporter and get to ask some real questions and respond here. Just be a good reporter. You just work over our freedom of press. Work on our constitutional First Amendments. And look at this. This is
very
crazy.
Closely with the CIA in Afghanistan for years, that he was vetted, and the vetting came up clean.
He went cuckoo. I mean, he went nuts. And that happens, too. It happens too often with these people. You see them. But look, this is how they come in. This is how they're standing on top of each other. And
he's got another piece of paper with
no
a picture
vetting or
printed
anything.
on
They
it.
came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out. But they go cuckoo. Something happens to
For
them.
Cocoa Puff?
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration
Because
for
they
what
let
this
them
man
in.
did?
Are you stupid?
Are you
Are
stupid?
you a stupid person? Because they came into
He sounds like Joe Pesci. What, are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Huh? What, am I funny to amuse you? What am I funny? What's funny about me?
on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible.
I don't know, guys. I could not sit in the same room and watch a woman be spoken to like this. And I don't. You can ask people. When my wife and I played co-ed soccer, this guy was throwing her around on the field, and I saw it happen, and I couldn't control myself, and I ran over. I got the guy, threw him on the ground, threw some wrestling moves on him, and I just buried with my elbow his head in the jar. I said, "You never hit a woman. What kind of man hits a woman?" I was screaming. I like to do that to people. Is whenever this has not happened often in my life, but always shame them. You know what I mean? Like yell something out loud, like "What kind of man hits a woman?" That's what I was yelling. Anyway, I'm digressulating. But I just could not sit here and watch him, even though he's a president. If I was a reporter in there, I would have to be like, "You're stupid. What kind of man talks to a woman like that?" And then let alone the president of the United States of America. Have a little respect for this office. That's what I would say. Anyway, let's keep listening.
Well, not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in.
You can't get them out.
And they came in, and they were unvetted. They were unvetted. There were many of them.
There's many of them. I'm using a lot of big words. There's a plethora of them.
And they came in on big planes.
They're big planes. They're huge planes. They're not the regular planes. They're huge.
And it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go. We were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision, and we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the...
How do you let somebody call you stupid, man? I don't care. Even if it was my job, I'd be out. I'd be like, that is my last day in the Oval Office, man. Yes, Action Pack, that's a great idea. You should start a grift around the world ending on December 19th and see how much money you can generate. Now, the only problem is we've now given up the grift, but I'm sure somebody will do it, man. Hey, guys, 3i Atlas is coming. Please donate because it's going to be the last day on Earth, and I want to live my life just as I want to, and I want to also buy a bigger telescope to view it. I don't know. His brain is rotting, and he has no filter or grip on reality. Yeah, these are facts. Allegedly, right? It is crazy. Literally, I think all the cottage cheese inside of them, it's like it is finally just rotting away. This is pretty funny. Let me find this speaker allegedly grinder Mike Johnson, dude.
I'm sitting here.
Was he's so annoying, dude. His feet don't even touch the ground. Look at this.
It was pretty awesome because we were there with Kid Rock and Jelly Roll and Elon and like the whole team.
You know who Jelly Roll is?
Do I? Yes, we have selfies.
Do you know who Jelly Roll is? Oh my God. Do you know who Jelly Roll is? Yeah, do I? Yeah. I smoked a blunt with him. Like, oh my God, bro. We do Manjaria together. We did a hit of Manjaria. We did a hit of Ozempic together. It was good.
Together. There's one hanging in my office. No, he's actually a really cool guy. I really like him.
Dead or alive? Who's sitting at the table? And what are you eating?
Can we say Jesus?
Yeah,
yes, you can. Dead or alive.
Okay.
But you're both going to answer separately.
Okay. Well, obviously Jesus and George Washington.
George Washington and Jesus? Are you kidding me? I'm inviting John Bonham and Jimi Hendrix, bitch. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Jelly Roll should be ashamed of himself. And can I use this as another example of what we were talking about earlier? How somebody in the comments said, no, this isn't true. But Sin City, you were there. You heard this. Jelly Roll is another example. He used the black culture to do hip hop and then cross over to a country star. We're just pointing out these are common things. I mean, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake. I mean, all of them, man. They all. Justin Timberlake turned into, he stole Michael Jackson. Bieber stole Usher, or Justin Timberlake stole Usher and Michael Jackson. I mean, it's just, that's what happens. Elvis stole Clive Stubblefield, whatever the guy's name. I don't think that's his name. But he was on the David Letterman show, and Elvis stole his whole style from him. I mean, come on. Jelly Roll is a fine example of using the culture, saying he was a hip hopper, and then he left and went to country, baby. Yep. Agreed. But let's keep this rolling, dude. Yeah. What rock star hangs out with Mike Johnson, dude? And Mike Johnson, get yourself a chair that your feet touch the floor, you midget.
Jesus.
Sorry, little person.
George Washington, Mexican food. It's my favorite. So yeah.
Mexican food is my favorite. He was like, God damn it, she loves Mexican. I mean, dude, they're not eating real Mexican food. You know that. They're eating hard. These are the type of people that eat hard shell tacos. Yes, appropriation is a tale as old as time. Some, to say the least, couldn't put it fair. Appropriation is in the air, beauty and the feast. Yes, appropriation is a tale as old as colonialism. That is very true. Those are facts, patriots. I always say I'm an appreciator, not an appropriator. Big difference in that. And I think a lot of white artists are appropriators. All of them, for the most part, none of them. And the proof of it is like when Post Malone gets off, goes to country, and then calls the music crap. You know what I mean? Talks bad about it. When he got there, look at Pink. Go back and look at Pink. She's now like a rock star, you know, and everything. But no, she was black. When she came out, she was pretending to be a light-skinned black woman. See if I'm lying. Call me on it. I mean, go back and look at Pink. She used the culture to get in. That's what everybody does. It's crazy. But it's like, stick with it. But they don't. They change. Like Eddie Vedder said, I changed by not changing at all. Let's get back to speaker grinder Mike Johnson, allegedly.
I have something healthy, fish-based, you know, Jesus and George Washington and such.
Dude, all the people sitting in this room suck. Katie Miller is awful. Oh my God, allegedly. This woman, she is the worst. But why does she have a podcast? Why is Mike Johnson, dude? The government was shut down. Nobody can afford groceries. Why are you doing podcasts,
Jelly Roll
bro?
and Elon and like the whole
You know
team.
who Jelly Roll is?
Yes, we have selfies together. There's one hanging him up.
These three figures.
No, he's actually a really cool guy.
Allegedly.
Dead or alive?
he's actually a really
Who's
cool
sitting at
guy.
the table? And what are you eating?
He knows ass was his first answer he wanted to give. What are you eating? Ass. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Oh my gosh, man. Speaking of that, my little niece was in the car yesterday. I'm trying to drive and she's going, eat an ass. Everybody eats an ass. And I was just like, oh my MGs. I had to block that one out. Anyway, totally digressulating. But this is so funny that his last meal, and the people, of course, I'm going to eat with Jesus, dude. No offense to Jesus. I mean, look, I'm sure Jesus would be cool, but I would just like to talk to him and listen to him be so upset with everybody's like, dude, they bastardized my name. And by the way, I'm black. Hello. Mike Johnson be like, I asked to eat my last dinner with Jesus. Who let you in? Are you the valet? No, I'm Jesus. Mike, sit the F down. That's what Jesus would say. This is hilarious. And he picks, probably something healthy.
Can we say Jesus?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Dead or alive.
Okay.
Can I say Jesus? Yeah, you did. Freaking say it. This is the woman who, when Speaker Grinder Mike Johnson allegedly was sworn in, she couldn't make it because he said she was on her knees for 3 weeks praying and she was too exhausted. That sounds like bondage to me. Oh, she nice. 50 Shades of Mikey Boy.
Answer separately.
Okay. Well, obviously Jesus and George Washington.
George Washington, another boring guy who his wooden teeth is, well, not wooden teeth, his teeth that were made out of slaves. This is crazy. This show is taking a dark turn.
Jesus, George Washington,
You said the
Mexican
same?
food. It's my favorite.
He's like, dude, I was gonna say something healthy, a fish, and she said Mexican food. We're trying to deport Mexicans, and she says Mexican food.
I have something healthy, fish-based, you know, Jesus and George Washington and such. Well, the UFC.
Something healthy, fish-wise, healthy for George. You think George Washington ate healthy? The guy had no teeth. Clearly, he ate like crap. This is crazy, dude. I think I don't know, maybe Michael Jackson, Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know. Who are your two people that you would choose? Who would you choose to have your fictional dinner with? I said, originally I said John Bonham and Jimi Hendrix to just jam. I don't know. That's a tough question. Robin Williams and JFK, or Robin Williams and MLK, that'd be a blast. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe maybe a famous chef that died to cook some shit for us. I don't know. You know, gangster paradise. I don't know, man. This is hot. This block has gotten hot. We are in the 45-minute mark. We have 45 people in the feed now. I appreciate all you guys. I do have to probably hop off because we are going to the Peterson Museum soon, where I will make a little video. We will see where Biggie actually lost his life. RIP. So terrible. They were just kids, man. 24, 25. I would choose, yeah, George Carlin be a good one. I would choose FDR and George Carlin because I think they'd have a good conversation. Yeah. I tell you what, one time I was lucky enough to be at Dave Chappelle's summer camp in Yellow Springs, Ohio. And I was eating Maryland crab that Donnell Rawlings had flown in. He threw a crab feast for everybody. You know, it was a seafood boil. It was amazing. Shout out to Donnell because he's the reason I got brought into that world where my man's his Brody brought me into it. But anyway, I'm digressing. But I got to sit at that table with Dave Chappelle and Jon Stewart just talking. And I just shut the F up and I ate crabs and I listened to them just talking about the good old days. And you would not believe Dave Chappelle, he's from DC. He eats crab legs like a monster, bro. Like he was barely even talking. He's like, oh shit. Oh damn, Samson. Oh shit, John. Yeah, John, remember in New York when we were young comics? Oh shit. I mean, Jon Stewart, just boom, boom, sitting right across from them. One of the most amazing days of my life. But yeah, so maybe I've already lived some of these things. You know what I mean? I had, you know, where Common, I got to see Common rap live just right in front of us with Tiffany Haddish when he was dating her. Tiff's a good friend of mine. So, you know, a lot of good times have been had over the years. I am going to get going here, guys. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Again, let me show you the latest of 3i Atlas. We have to credit Ray's Astrophotography. Again, I bought a telescope and it was kind of disappointing. I was looking to be one of the world's leading astronomers, and I guess to say it wasn't in the cards. But I'm going to try and go to the observatory, see if they'll let me in. I do not, you know, I don't play around, guys. I do not play. If you guys already know this, let me see if there's any last minute vids that I need to bring in here for you.
They need to give.
Huge fucking news.
Let me see.
Exactly what he posted. He said.
Also, this too. Well, let me bring it up. I'm gonna go.
Well, the UFC fight.
Okay, if this
A question about this.
Okay.
I don't think anything is by.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
realized
this.
We have a hot.
during the holiday.
I mean, like we said, we know Diddy could get pardoned this week. I mean, Blueface broke up with Hazley. I mean, who really cares? Action packed. Dave Chappelle and Jon Stewart is a good choice too. Yeah, and especially it was alive. What happened with the telescope? It's good. The telescope is good, action packed, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't get as tight as I'd like to see it. You know what I mean? That's what she said. That's what he said, actually. But no, it did not. It was not. I still have it. I'm looking, and the feature where you put your cell phone on to take pictures is bunk. It's trash. It does not work. So I was fairly disappointed, but I still have it. I got to figure it out. Anyway, guys, I love you. I have to get off the feed. I got to get over to the Peterson Museum, but I'll make some videos from over there. Hope you guys have a lovely Saturday. Drive fast, take chances, do something I would do. This is Secret Service Sam. This is Samson's World, where court, comedy, and culture collide. Keep light, love, health, and safety in your life, and laughter. Does anybody remember laughter and like action-packed? Like you said, always remember to look up and do unto others as you want done to yourself. Feels good. Be kind. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all? Not yet. Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?